Pain from the past can quietly take control of our lives. It can live in our minds, echoing in the silence, haunting our peace, and shadowing our present. But there is a way out. Through gentle reflection and spiritual teachings, you can let go of the heavy burdens you've carried. This journey is not about forgetting. It's about freeing your heart, healing your soul, and discovering the peace that has always lived within you. Lesson 1. Acknowledge and validate your pain. The first step toward healing is acknowledging the pain you've tried to hide. It may feel easier to suppress it, to act as if it doesn't exist, or to tell yourself to just move on. But ignoring pain only gives it more power. By bringing it into the light of your awareness, you begin to weaken its hold. Sit quietly with your feelings. Don't judge them. Don't rush them. Allow them to be what they are: signs that you've been hurt, that something in your past left a wound. You don't need to pretend you're okay when you're not. What happened to you mattered. Your experiences mattered. And most of all, your pain is valid. When you honor your emotions without shame, you take the first brave step toward freedom. This is not about feeling sorry for yourself. It's about showing yourself the same respect and understanding that you would offer a friend. Let yourself cry if you need to. Write about what you've been through. Speak honestly, even if only to yourself. This acknowledgement brings clarity. It allows you to see your suffering without becoming lost in it. So often we fear that if we open the door to our pain, we'll be overwhelmed. But the truth is, pain begins to loosen its grip the moment we welcome it into the light of honest awareness. The heart wants to heal. It only asks for your permission to begin. A tree does not grow in denial of its roots. It grows when it accepts them and reaches upward. Your healing begins the same way, with acceptance, not resistance. It's okay to not be okay, but you don't have to stay there forever. Start by saying to yourself, yes, this happened. Yes, it hurt. But I am still here, and I am willing to heal. Lesson 2. Practice forgiveness. Forgiveness does not mean you approve of what happened. It does not mean you excuse harmful behavior. It means you choose not to carry the weight of bitterness anymore. Forgiveness is something you do for your own peace, not necessarily for the other person. Holding on to anger or resentment is like drinking poison and expecting someone else to suffer. The pain may have come from someone else's actions, but the choice to keep reliving it is your own. When you forgive, you are not saying that what happened was okay. You are simply choosing not to let it define you any longer. Forgiveness is freedom, and it starts with a decision. A decision to release yourself from the emotional prison of the past. This is not always easy. Some wounds go deep, but with time and intention, you can begin to let go. Start with a willingness. Say to yourself, I am open to forgiving, even if I don't know how yet. You may need to forgive others. You may need to forgive yourself. Both are powerful, and both are necessary. Self-forgiveness is often the hardest. We carry guilt for things we did or didn't do. We punish ourselves for not knowing better, for being weak, or for staying too long. But the truth is, you did the best you could with what you knew then. Give yourself grace. The past cannot be changed, but the future can be healed through kindness. Forgiveness does not erase the past. It transforms it. It turns pain into wisdom and wounds into compassion. It allows you to live without dragging your history behind you. Each time you let go of resentment, you reclaim a part of yourself. Peace is not found in justice or revenge. Peace is found in forgiveness. And that peace is your right. Let the past rest. Not because it didn't matter, but because your peace matters more. Forgive not for them, but for your soul, for your breath, for your joy. Lesson 3. Reframe negative narratives. The stories we tell ourselves shape our lives. Often, we carry painful narratives from the past, stories where we are the victim, the one who was never enough, the one who always failed. These stories repeat quietly in our minds, influencing how we see ourselves and how we move through the world. But here is the truth. The past may be unchangeable, but the meaning we give to it is not. Reframing your past is about shifting the story. Instead of saying, I was abandoned, say, I survived abandonment. Instead of saying, I was never loved, say, I learned how much love I truly need. These are not just comforting words, They're powerful reminders that you are more than what happened to you. Painful events may have shaped you, but they do not define you. You are not your trauma. You are your healing. The mind loves to replay pain. It believes that by revisiting the hurt, it can find answers or protect you. But what it really needs is a new perspective, a way to view the past that empowers you rather than weakens you. Ask yourself, what did I learn from this? How has this made me more aware, more compassionate, more resilient? There is always something you gain, even from the darkest moments. You are not broken, you are growing. Life does not always go the way we hope, but every twist, every heartbreak, can serve a higher purpose if you allow it. Reframing your story takes practice. It means becoming aware of the negative self-talk and gently replacing it with truth and kindness. You may not control the events, but you control the meaning you assign to them. Choose meanings that uplift you. Choose to see yourself not as a victim, but as a warrior. Not as someone who was ruined, but someone who rose. You are rewriting your story every day. Make it a story of growth, strength, and courage. The past may have left scars, but those scars are a testament to your survival, not your weakness. Lesson 4. Focus on the present moment. The past is like a shadow. It follows you only when you turn your back on the light of the present. Real freedom begins when you choose to live now. Pain from the past lingers because we allow our minds to revisit it over and over. We replay memories, regrets, and disappointments. But every time we do, we trade this precious moment for one that no longer exists. The truth is, the only time you have power is now. The present moment is your place of strength. It's where healing happens. It's where joy lives. When your mind drifts to the past, gently bring it back. Focus on your breath. Feel your body. Look around you. Life is here, not there. And each present moment offers a new chance, a new choice. You don't have to keep reliving old pain. You can decide to bring your attention to this breath, this heartbeat, this sunrise. The more you train your mind to stay in the present, the less control the past has over you. Practice mindfulness in simple ways. Pay full attention while you drink a cup of tea. Walk slowly and feel the ground under your feet. Listen to the wind, the birds, the quiet. These small acts reconnect you to now. And in this space, peace can grow. The mind will wander. That's normal. But every time you bring it back, you strengthen your awareness. You create space between you and your thoughts. And in that space, you find freedom. The past cannot touch you when you are fully present. It only haunts you when you invite it in. Choose today. Choose this moment, because this is where your life is unfolding. And this is where your healing begins. Lesson 5. Develop healthy coping mechanisms when we experience pain, especially emotional pain from the past. Our natural instinct is to find ways to cope. Sometimes we choose things that numb us, distractions, overworking unhealthy habits, or even shutting down emotionally. These might feel like temporary relief, but in the long run, they only deepen the pain. True healing comes from healthy, nurturing coping strategies. These are tools that help you feel, process, and release your emotions safely. One of the most effective tools is mindful breathing. When pain rises, pause and take slow, deep breaths. Inhale peace. This grounds you in the present and softens emotional storms. Another way is journaling. Writing down your thoughts and emotions helps you see them clearly. It gets them out of your mind and onto paper where they can't hurt you as much. You can also try creative expression. Art, music, or movement can help release what words cannot. Expressing pain doesn't always need explanation. It just needs a safe outlet. Physical activity is another healthy outlet. Go for a walk, stretch, move your body. Exercise doesn't just build strength, it lifts your spirit. It helps you feel alive and present. Meditation and quiet reflection also offer deep comfort. When you sit in silence, even for a few minutes, you create space for peace to enter. You begin to hear your inner wisdom instead of the noise of old wounds. Surrounding yourself with nature can also be soothing. Nature heals in ways we don't fully understand. The wind, the trees, the sky, they remind us that everything changes and flows, even our pain. Avoid the trap of thinking that coping means escaping. It doesn't. It means facing your emotions gently without judgment. It means choosing methods that honor your healing. Not everything that feels good is good for you. Be mindful of your choices. Ask yourself, does this help me grow or does it help me hide? Choose growth. Choose healing. Life will always bring pain, but with healthy coping, you become resilient. You learn how to bend without breaking. And each time you respond with care, you move one step closer to freedom. Healing is not about never feeling pain again. It's about knowing how to carry it with grace. Lesson 6. Seek professional support if needed. There's no shame in needing help. Some wounds go so deep that they cannot be healed alone, and that's okay. Just like we go to a doctor for physical pain, emotional and mental pain sometimes require professional care. A counselor, therapist, or support group can guide you through your healing with compassion and skill. They can help you untangle thoughts that feel overwhelming, can provide tools to navigate emotions that seem too heavy. Sometimes we think asking for help means we're weak, but it's the opposite. It takes great strength to reach out, to admit we need support, and to take steps toward healing. You are not supposed to do this alone. Many people suffer silently because they're afraid to speak, but silence can make wounds grow. Speaking up is not a sign of failure, it's a sign of courage. Support is not just for those who are falling apart. It's for anyone who wants to live better, feel lighter, and move forward. If the pain from the past is affecting your sleep, your relationships, or your ability to enjoy life, that's a signal. Don't ignore it. There are trained, kind professionals who can help you carry and heal that pain. You may not find the right person on the first try, but don't give up. Keep looking until you find someone who understands and respects your journey. Therapy is not about fixing you. It's about helping you understand yourself and grow stronger. It's a space where you can be fully honest without fear of judgment. Sometimes, just being truly heard can be deeply healing. Seeking help is an act of self-respect. It means you value your peace enough to fight for it. You don't have to wait until things are unbearable. You deserve support, no matter where you are in your journey. Healing isn't always a straight path. Sometimes we stumble, get lost, or feel stuck. But with the right guidance, we find our way again. You are not broken. You are human. And humans heal best when they're held not by force, but by understanding. Let yourself be held. Let yourself be helped. Lesson 7. Build a strong support system. You don't have to carry your pain alone. One of the most powerful steps in healing is surrounding yourself with people who uplift and support you. A strong support system acts like a safety net, catches you when you fall, listens when you cry, and reminds you of your worth when you forget. It doesn't need to be large. Even 1 or 2 people who truly care can make a difference. These are the people who accept you as you are, who don't judge your story or rush your healing. They offer quiet presence, honest encouragement, and steady love. They remind you that you are not alone, but support doesn't always mean people who give advice. Sometimes, it's someone who simply listens, someone who sits beside you in silence, letting you feel without needing to fix you. Sometimes it's a friend, sometimes it's a teacher, a mentor, a family member, or even a spiritual community. It can even be an online group, a safe space where you can share and hear others' journeys. These connections help you feel seen and heard. They remind you that healing is not a lonely path, it's a shared human experience. We all carry wounds, we all seek peace. Be open to giving support too. When you hold space for others, your heart softens. Helping others can help you heal. But always fill your own cup first. Boundaries are important. Choose people who are safe, kind, and emotionally healthy. Let go of those who drain you or dismiss your pain. Healing requires a nurturing environment, and you deserve that. If you don't have the support you need now, begin creating it. Reach out. Be honest. Let people in. Building a support system takes time, but it starts with one-step connection. The more connected you feel, the lighter your burden becomes. Community is a sacred gift. In shared stories, in mutual care, in human closeness, healing happens. And when you walk this path with others, your pain feels less like a prison and more like a bridge to deeper love. You don't have to do this alone, and you were never meant to. Lesson 8. Engage in self-compassion. To truly heal from the pain of the past, you must become your own ally. You must treat yourself with the same care, patience, and love that you would offer someone you deeply cherish. Self-compassion is not self-pity. It is not weakness. It is the strength to stand beside yourself, especially when you feel broken, lost, or ashamed. Many people suffer more from the way they treat themselves than from the original pain. They blame themselves, criticize their actions, and speak to themselves with cruelty. This only deepens the wound. But when you practice kindness toward yourself, you allow healing to begin. Start by noticing how you speak to yourself. Would you say those same words to a friend? If not, don't say them to yourself. Place harshness with gentleness. Instead of, "I'm such a failure," try, "I did my best, and I'm still learning." Your inner voice shapes your healing. Let it be soft. Let it be supportive. Offer yourself small moments of rest when you're tired, eat when you're hungry, cry when you need to. These acts are not selfish. They are necessary. Pain demands attention, not punishment. You deserve to feel safe in your own presence. Self-compassion also means accepting your imperfections. You will make mistakes. You will fall short. That doesn't make you unworthy. It makes you human. Every person has regrets. Every soul carries burdens. You are not alone in your struggle. When you show yourself understanding, you open the door to inner peace. Sit quietly and place your hand on your heart. Say to yourself, "I'm here for you. I know it's hard, but I'm not going to abandon you." These words, though simple, are powerful. They remind you that you are not the enemy of your own healing. You are the protector of it. Over time, self-compassion rebuilds trust with yourself, creates an inner space where you feel safe to feel, to grow, and to move on. Let go of the belief that you must be perfect to be loved. You are already enough. Your past doesn't make you less, it makes you more. More human, more understanding, more alive. Be kind to yourself. You're doing better than you think. Lesson 9. Learn from the past, but don't dwell your past as lessons, not life sentences. It is a teacher, not a jailer. The key to healing is to look at the past with honest eyes, learn from it but not stay trapped in it. There is a difference between reflection and rumination. Reflection helps you grow. Rumination keeps you stuck. When you constantly revisit past pain, you don't give yourself the space to heal. Instead, you keep opening the same wound. But the past is done. It cannot be changed. What you can change is your relationship with it. Ask yourself, what did this teach me? Every painful experience holds wisdom. Maybe it taught you to set boundaries, to value your worth, or to trust your instincts. These lessons are precious. Take them with you, but leave the rest behind. You don't need to carry guilt, shame, or regret forever. The past shaped you, but it doesn't have to define you. You are allowed to move forward without constantly revisiting what went wrong. You are allowed to stop explaining your pain to people who never tried to understand it. Growth means rising from what happened, not sitting in it. Let go of the urge to overanalyze. Let go of the what-ifs and the if-onlys. They lead nowhere. They rob you of now. If a memory arises, greet it like an old photograph, observe it, acknowledge it, and gently return your focus to the present. You are not that person anymore. You are not in that situation anymore. You are here now with new choices and a new chance. The river does not flow backward, and neither should you. Carry the wisdom, not the weight. Every time you catch yourself dwelling, take a breath and gently say, "I've already learned what I needed to. I choose peace now." With practice, the pull of the past will loosen. It will no longer haunt you, it will inform you. And that's the balance you need. Honor your past, but don't live in it. There is life ahead, beautiful life, waiting for you to step into it free and whole. Lesson 10. Create new positive experiences. The best way to let go of the past is to create a life that makes you excited for the future. Pain loses its grip when joy begins to take root. You cannot change what happened, but you can choose what happens next. Healing is not only about letting go, also about building anew. Every day offers you an open page. Begin writing new chapters filled with meaning, connection, and light. Start small. Do things that make you smile. Learn something new. Take a walk in a place you've never been. Meet people who make you feel safe and alive. Engage in activities that spark creativity, laughter, and peace. These experiences act like sunlight on a wound. They help it heal faster. When you fill your life with new joys, the past begins to fade in importance. Not because you forced it away, but because it no longer fits in your present. Positive experiences create new emotional memories. They remind your heart that there is more to life than pain. They show you that happiness is still possible. Try volunteering, joining a community, or spending time in nature. Create moments of kindness, both for yourself and for others. Travel, even if it's just to a nearby park or town. Each new experience expands your world and breaks the chains of old pain. Your brain is wired to remember strong emotions. If most of your memories are painful, balance them with good ones. Make joy louder, make beauty bigger. Create routines that nourish your soul. Morning tea, evening gratitude, weekend adventures. You don't have to wait for life to get better. You can make it better, one choice at a time. Surround yourself with colors, sounds, and people that lift you. Celebrate your small wins. Dance, laugh, rest. You're allowed to enjoy life even after deep hurt. It's not betrayal, it's healing. And most of all, give yourself permission to dream again. To plan, to hope, to move forward. You are not bound to your past story. You are the author of your future. And the best way to honor your healing is to live fully. Fill your life with light, and the shadows will lose their power. The pain of the past may have shaped you, but it does not own you. You are not your memories. You are not your wounds. You are the one who has the power to transform them. Through gentle awareness, forgiveness, and love, you can begin to free yourself. Healing isn't about forgetting. It's about rising. You deserve peace. You deserve joy. And it's all still possible. Start today. One step, one breath, one kind word at a time. Your past is not your prison. It's your teacher. Let it guide you, not bind you. Your future is waiting. And it's brighter than you can imagine.